Man, this is a very peaceful place. Nice for vacationing. I mean, you got nice, cool air. Oh, okay, it'll probably be way too cool. You know what? It's fine. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, we set out to go and find our friends getting teleported to Lunaria Nature Park. Second time we've been here so far in our total. This time we're going to go and escape the park.
We aren't planning
but we
to
got
take
some
that
other things that we
monster
want to
on,
take
are
care of. Anytime that you hear an active voice that's basically saying like, "Whoa, this guy's really big and scary," don't bother attacking them. They are immune to being, like, properly hit. Bye.
I'm up!
You can't get anything more than a single advantage out of them. That said, I do kind of want to avoid these guys. 40 Chiefs are pretty tough.
Yeah!
So I'm just going to not face this one. How do you see the stats there? Oh, there. Can't quite see their stats. And oh, we still have to fight this one. Well, that's a yeah, these guys inflict feint.
Ready to go.
Again, I talked a lot last episode about how dangerous feint is as a status.
There.
Anytime you see an enemy that's similar to a Gordy, watch out for them.
That's that.
Because they are, well,
Did it!
They tend to inflict feint, and feint, again, incredibly dangerous. Avoid.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
Avoid. Citrus bottle prevents feint. Yeah. Let's give that to Toval. Why not? Can't hurt. Move ahead.
Oh, is that a stream?
This way should lead to the exit.
Warmer, that's fine, that's fine. I haven't really used items too much, but items you do have to be next to someone in order to use them. So you sometimes might not have someone in range to revive, for example. Fitting for the reviving balm that we got there. And we'll wait for you to...
My turn.
Everyone has different field attacks. And Toval's another. There's a few that few people have multiple different types of these field attacks.
My turn.
And I'm just not a big Toval.
Leave it to me.
His range one doesn't activate too often, and I prefer the range one because they are a little bit more reliable.
Here I go. Okay, it's safe for now.
Alright, that's fine. Good work there. So I will play as Reed for a while, but there are two people in particular who I really like their field attacks. So I will use them a lot as my main character. If you saw near the end of Cold
We need
Steel,
to regroup.
if an enemy attacks you from behind, they will get the advantage. I'm gonna say that was
My
my
turn.
plan. Right now, it's not that big of a deal. This is probably one of the best results that could have happened from an enemy advantage. But if you have more than 4 people in your party, it will randomize who is in there. It will break all links,
safe for now.
and enemies will actually physically surround you. Enemy advantage is something that doesn't happen too often. I was just
chest.
very
I wonder
dumb.
what's inside.
And I know what the boss of that chest is.
Let's get started. Ready to go.
Okay, well, let's
activate.
proto drive up. These parts, I believe, also inflicts feint? Yeah. Toval has the citrus battle.
Here I go.
I love the music in this game. The music in the series is fantastic.
My turn.
Yeah, I want to save up. I definitely want to save up. Any of these guys weak to fire? You are very weak to fire.
Ready to
Pandas
go.
do not do well against getting set ablaze. 24 away. Not bad. And that one looked to surround Reen. Don't know why. I've mentioned it before. but there is no benefit to your position in regards to where an enemy attacks. Okay.
Here you go.
Right there, the one that now Toval had. There's a few more, again, mentioned last time. There are a few different turn effects, and we're seeing two of the big ones right now. First one is Death Blow. It is an insta-kill for enemies that are weak to it, of course. Status attack will give a random status. If it hits, of course. The other big one is Vanish.
I'm up.
Useless for Ian.
I'm up.
Absolutely useless.
Well, that's that.
Yeah, there we can see Reen does not get as much experience from the fact that he was dead. Which is quite annoying, especially because we don't have... That's fine, I can do the Lunaria. Especially because we do not have our... we don't have anyone with Thelis. And I do prefer using Thelis when I'm on the field. Even though EP is a bit of a resource to... It's a resource commodity. It still is something that I would much rather have. It's something I am more willing to give up. What the hell, guys?
Here I go.
It's something I'm more willing to give up than items. Items are immensely valuable. They don't take time to go in battle. They're just very useful.
You nailed it, Reem.
Thanks, but that was all you.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
And of course, with this color of chest, we know that it is a boss fight. And it's a big boss fight. So, we're going to use Motivate,
Leave it to me.
boost ourselves up, boost our strength up, and then try to not fight this battle. And we took out two of them. Or we took out everything except the Gordies, which is the problem. Because it's the Gordies that we wanted to take care of. Because of, you know, that. That's the problem with S-Craft sometimes. They take a long time to do anything with. We're going to use Curia. Curia does not heal anything, but it does help restore from statuses. Okay, here's what I'll do. I will Hero Balm on Toval.
Cheers.
Gives him 1300, and he will... Oh, just straight up avoids the attack. That's very nice.
I'm up.
The big thing was I wanted to go and use the Golden Sphere. Doesn't matter, it's just whatever. Actually, Spark Arrow.
Here you go.
We'll do more damage. And fantastic. We
My
got
turn.
off on. So on that note, Gale. Oh, that would have been so nice if we had Russian.
You're done.
But we do take out one of the Gordies. And the other one goes down as well. Boss chests are very difficult, fittingly. They are boss chests after all. But it's just a bunch of really powerful enemies. And for this, we get the Scepter Master Quartz. Master Quartz, we know about them. Scepter gives you CP from attacks and crafts. It's a very well-balanced attacking one. It's actually pretty good. It's good for grinding up if you really want to focus on things. Force is just incredibly good. Their Force is one of the best ones in the game. It's a very basic Master Quartz. It's a very basic effect. That CP plus goes up to, I think, 7 is the max it gets to. Because it does upgrade over time. I think it is 7 that it maxes out at. Which is still not insignificant. It's nothing fantastic, but it's still really good. Wing, on the other hand, it's fine. It's okay. But Scepter I do really like. But I think for right now, since we only have 2 people, I'm going to keep Wing on Toval. Again, Wing is not my favorite Master Quartz. I should specify, there are no Master Quartz that are bad. Every Master Quartz does have its own pros and cons. All of them are good in some way. And the main thing you will be looking at for Master Quartz is the
We aren't
secondary
planning to
effect,
take
or
that
the
monster on,
effects.
are we?
Obviously, the stat bonuses do something, but for the most part, it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to avoid the Gordy because they destroy the one part of difficulty. And I want to...
Here I go. Now!
Gotcha.
Really, Toho?
Ready to go.
I'm just gonna miss.
Let's move.
It's not like this incredibly
That's that.
elusive target.
Let's keep
it's
moving.
purple ooze. Come on, Toho. So yes, especially
Oh, chest. I wonder what's
boss
inside.
chests. You want to find them and you want to get them. HP 1, this will give an additional 1,000 HP. That is a very big bonus. And again, that's only HP 1, and that is a normal rarity, so that's still very good. A lot of the just straight up stat up quartz are pretty good. I do prefer having, for the most,
Let's
for
get 'em.
a lot of people, I do prefer having
Here I go.
the quartz that
Sure
give
thing.
you effects. But that said, it still
My
is...
turn.
It's beneficial at times to have
Ready to go.
the stat boosting quartz. What the hell? Okay.
My
Tobal
turn.
is not a good unit. I'll just say that.
I'm
I
up.
don't like Tobal too much. He's a jack of all trades.
My turn.
He's an attempt at a jack of all trades.
This ain't over yet.
And he just does bad. Instead of a master of none, he's a jack of all trades, bad at everything.
That's
Or
that.
rather, I suppose a jack of no trades. I think it's a little bit smarter to say. Toval is just not that good. He's one of a very few amount of units I see accuracy problems with. Most units can hit very reliably. It's only Toval and I think like one other unit have accuracy problems. Consistent accuracy problems. Obviously, you are going to miss every now and again, but Toval's just not that good. I'm not a fan of Tobal as a unit. He's just kind of lackluster.
We
at
aren't
best.
planning to take that monster on, are we?
Well, I was hoping that would be not a Gordy, but it is a Gordy. So we're not going to fight it. Yeah, Tobal, I'm just not a big fan of Tobal as a unit. He's fine. And right now, it's better to have him than to not. So, we will deal with it. Am I prepared for this boss fight? Also, yeah, there's a boss fight right here. Actually, you know what? It'll be fine. We are right next to an orbital
This
station.
is a tough one.
So what we can do is we can just fight these guys.
Here I
and
go.
then when we get horribly mangled, we can just heal right back up.
Ready to go.
It's a fantastic strategy, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna aim it a little bit so that the chieftain walks into it.
Here
I
you
did
go.
not inflict Feint. Thank goodness. Feint is such a pain in status. And it's one that you don't too often get to inflict for yourself. It is mostly
My
enemy
turn.
status. Come on, Reem, really?
I'm up.
Reem's not even someone who has that much accuracy problem. Yes. That is something that you can do a lot. Generally speaking, where the game initially leads you to attack with an art, or with anything that has a wide range to it. Generally, the game is pretty decent with showing you where, or with a good initial spot of where to attack. But sometimes, if you do a little bit of movement, you can actually get a much better, much better result. I want to get Reem's CP up to...
Too slow.
I don't know if it's really necessary
Now's
to
our
get
chance.
up to 200, because he'd be using Motivate.
Here I go.
So the boss fight,
Ready to go.
most likely.
Here I go.
So at this point, pretty close.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
We are pretty close. You do have to leave and come back to an area in order to get enemies to respawn. But there is another Gordy over here, so... Actually, I'm gonna heal it first. I'm gonna be smart for once. Before I do something very stupid. Now, at the beginning of the game, there's of course the different difficulties, and those difficulties you cannot change mid-game, which is a little bit of a shame. But I think if I had to guess, the reason for that is it causes a little bit of difficulty with the monster guide. Enemy stats are different depending on what difficulty you're on, and it is just their stats are different, and they just, I guess, don't adjust. So
We aren't planning to take that monster on, are we?
absolutely we are, Toval.
Watch out! This is a tough
And,
one.
okay,
Let's move.
that's fine. Let's aim at the panda.
Ready to go.
And then we will golden sphere there. It's not too much damage, but it's some. And I should really not be using arts with Rian. You know what? I got a plan. I got a plan
Sure thing.
for what I'm gonna do about this.
Here I go.
Because I feel like probably fighting these guys will be a little bit too intensive on my fairly limited resources, right? So,
Ready to go.
my limited resources, of course, being my life.
Sure thing.
Don't worry,
Here I go.
it's all according to plan. Rian gets up to 200 there.
Sure
Then
thing.
we just run away. Generally
Fail.
speaking,
See ya.
100% chance of running away initially is not too common. Actually, I think it might be... Actually, no, I think it is guaranteed with any sort of advantage. I think it's guaranteed at 100% run away. Usually, you'll start off at 60% chance to run away, followed by 70, 80, 90, goes up, until eventually 100% chance. And that is with every failure. Failure's not too common because you do start off at 60. And you can... That's fine. You can see why I'm recording this. Don't worry about it. But let's just hop into the boss fight. Thing's huge! Must be this park's ruler. We actually fought it during our field study the last time we were here. Doesn't look too happy about us stepping on its turf. What's going on? Are Arcus units resonating? I feel like some immense power welling from inside me, too. Seems like you're the cause, Reed. What do you mean by that? We can worry about it later. Let's take this thing down. Roger.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
Rain and Tomo can now use Overdrive when linked with one another. Overdrive is immensely powerful, and it basically gives you 3 free turns. It'll also restore a bunch of EP, CP, and HP. Cures all status ailments. It's tremendous. Overdrive is really good, and it will just
Here goes.
slowly work up over time. And it's with whoever you and who you are linked to.
All right, let's do
Right away,
this.
I'm gonna throw out a Motivate.
Leave it to me. I'm up.
And because we got crits here,
Time to stop holding back.
I gotta use Rebellion. We have a crit.
Here I go.
It's fantastic. I'm gonna use Azure Flame Flash. He is going to restore 10% of his HP, which is a big game. But we did a lot of damage there. He's just gonna buff himself up and get a few more turns in a row because he cheats.
I'm up.
Granoha as a boss is pretty difficult, and I did allude to this before. But he's actually not the worst. He is, well,
Activate.
there are plenty of
Here
more
we go.
difficult boss fights. I don't want to say that.
Kiss activate.
Granoha is still a little bit difficult, though. He is a little bit weaker to magic than he is to physical, and I think that's more just to counteract the fact that Rina and Toval are both a little bit more physical. So it's not really as big of a deal
Sure thing.
that you are a little bit behind.
Here
So
I go.
slowly chip away at it. He's not got the greatest
Ready to
unbalances,
go.
and I would like to prevent him from using that critical. if you get a critical with an art, it will remain a critical. It is a little bit difficult to time, but you will do a little bit more damage. So, you can't unbalance with a art, unfortunately. Again, it is just more damage. Push us back a little bit, that's fine. Actually, we're not doing half bad so far.
I'm up.
That damage is not great. There's that. Well, this damage. Get a poison. Statuses on bosses are really nice. Fist of Fury, if I recall, this is... yeah, very painful.
I'm up.
Do we get anything to cure KO? No? That's a shame. Okay, luckily we do got Curia.
Here you go.
So we can bring Rean back up to his feet, then have him heal himself up with a hero ball. I still need to remember to get the DLC items, and DLC items are not actually that big of a deal. They are, obviously, it's more of a benefit than than not having them, although I do believe every copy of the game does get the DLC item.
Here I go.
I think it's more just a free update
Activate.
as opposed to paying DLC. It's not like I'm doing pay to win or anything like that. But they are some pretty useful items. And yeah, sure, let's throw out another Spark Arrow.
Here you go.
I could have been nice to get the
Here I go.
get a critical with Flame Slash, but
Now.
that'll be
Now's your
fine.
chance.
We're gonna throw the rush right away.
Understood.
It's just that did like no damage.
I'm up.
His defenses are buffed. So that's fair.
Just activate.
Keep on with the Spark
Here you
Arrow.
go.
My turn.
That's a shame. Oh well, we got a crit. We're gonna use Azure Flame Slash on the clit. Oh boy, that was a bad Freudian slip. Azure Flame Slash on the crit. There we go. I know how to talk. But Granola goes down. It's the second time we beat him up. We're the kings of the forest now.
Sorry, that's it for you.
And okay, 1.3 times. Not too great on the experience front, but still enough for him to get to level 45. Phew. Well, we're alive. Surprised we managed with just the two of us. Now we just need to figure out what happened back there. Sling, you said I was the cause, didn't you? That's right. You can feel the link between the two of you becoming stronger. That power made it possible, and the power that made it possible came from you, Reed, because you're an awakener. It doesn't really explain anything. Sorry, but that's all I know. I'm just telling you what I felt. I've got no idea what caused it to happen. You know, this could be a huge advantage to us if we learn to master it. No arguments here. Well, practice makes perfect, so let's try to use it as much as possible. Overdrive is not actually it's not initially available to everyone. This is something that's not going to be relevant for a little bit, but Rean does start off being able to use Overdrive with everyone else. However, certain people are not going to be able to use Overdrive with each other. So, for example, just as an example, Toval and Elise would not have been able to use Overdrive with each other. That is not by default. So, again, I don't think that's actually... Obviously, it's too late for that to be a thing that can happen. At least being kidnapped and all. But, just as an example, there would be something later on that we would have to do in order to unlock that. I will bring that up when it comes into play. They are actually quite annoying little challenges. But, we are a little bit past time. But I still think that is fine for this time. So, next time we leave the nature park. While I'm struggling to talk. But until then, see you guys later.